And as high performers, we actually create this prison of high performance where we can't escape ourselves. Nobody else actually cares, but we like build this prison that we live in. And then the hardest thing is to get out of it. And that's actually the challenge I've had over the last probably like 3 or 4 years, is really how to shake off all those habits of like work ethic, high performance, discipline, because we create it and it's good for a while. But then after that, it sort of like locks us in.
Is there a type of business that's always a prison? It will always have your time.
At different times, it changes. So I think one of the things I'd say is for anyone that's building any company, whether you've already built it or you're thinking about building anything, the key is for me, you always want to be swimming downstream rather than upstream. We talk about this on 3 days. Like I started my letting agency about 12 years ago, give or take, I can't remember the exact date. And that was a professional HMO letting agency. Dan was doing the same thing. Dan taught us to do it. Professional HMO letting agency. At the time, the professional HMO market was bonkers. It was just every house being turned into a HMO. And there were very few agencies that catered for that, like for multi-let management. And I never struggled to grow. That's because it was niche. It was like a niche product and it was crest for a wave. Like the market was just booming. And like we never struggled to grow. Our challenge was always, Dan, remember, like we used to talk about all the time, like how do we like contain this? How do we like keep this working? How do we keep the service like where it needed to be? Now I get people approaching me saying, oh, like you, I'm thinking about starting a HMO professional letting agency. And I say, that's honestly one of the worst things you could do. Like that's just such a bad idea because now you've not got the sales happening. You've not got the general growth in the market. And now you're just going to be trying to create something and competing and trying to steal properties from other agencies because the market's declining / maturing, and it's just going to be hard work. So those businesses where they're not niche, crest of a wave, and you're not looking at the economy and what's happening, there will always be a prison, in my view.